The courtroom went silent. The principal sat at the defendant's table. The prosecutor stood. Young woman, confident, powerful. "My name is Amber," she said. Cold voice, professional. "You may not remember me, but I was one of your lost causes." His face went pale. "The homeless girl," he told the teacher. "Stop wasting time." Now stood before him, as lead prosecutor, in his corruption trial. $3 million. Stolen from students like her. "You stole from children who had nothing," Amber said. "Students you called worthless. Today, you answer for that." The principal, who dismissed her, was about to lose everything. To the girl, he said, would never amount to anything. "Welcome to Story Nation, your destination for emotional, dramatic, and inspiring true stories." Subscribe now for more stories that will touch your heart. Let's get started. Miss Davis was 45 years old, high school teacher, English and literature. She'd taught for 20 years. Dedicated, passionate. She believed in every student, even the difficult ones. Amber Johnson, 15 years old, troubled student, homeless sometimes, moved between shelters, foster homes. Her mother was an addict, father unknown. Amber struggled, academically, emotionally, socially. Most teachers had given up. "She's too far behind, too many problems. Focus on students who can succeed." But Miss Davis saw something in Amber: intelligence, determination, potential, hidden beneath trauma. Principal Walsh called her in. "Stop wasting time on lost causes. Amber Johnson will never graduate. Focus on students who matter, students who can boost our rankings." Miss Davis was shocked. "Every student matters." He laughed. "Be realistic. That girl is broken, from a broken home. She'll drop out by 16, probably pregnant. Stop wasting resources." Miss Davis refused. "I won't give up on her." Principal Walsh got angry. "Then you're wasting my time too." Formal reprimand. In her file. Miss Davis didn't care. She started tutoring Amber. After school. Free. Every day. She bought Amber lunch, school supplies, books. Sometimes gave her money. For bus fare. For food. Slowly, Amber improved. Her grades rose. From F's to D's to C's, then B's. She started showing up. Every day. Clean. Focused. Determined. Principal Walsh noticed. Called Miss Davis again. "I told you to stop. Amber Johnson is taking time from deserving students." Miss Davis stood firm. "She is a deserving student, and she's thriving." Walsh shook his head. "You're making a mistake." Amber's senior year, she applied to colleges. With Miss Davis's help, essay after essay, application after application, full scholarship, state university. First in her family to go to college. Miss Davis cried. At graduation, watching Amber walk. Amber thrived at university, pre-law, dean's list. Every semester, she worked part-time, studied full-time, stayed in touch with Miss Davis. Weekly calls. "You saved my life. I'm just getting started." 4 years later, Amber graduated. Top 5%. Law school acceptance. Full scholarship again. Harvard, Yale, Stanford. She chose Harvard. Miss Davis flew out for graduation. "I'm so proud." 3 years of law school. Harder than anything, but Amber excelled. Mock trials, moot court, legal aid clinic. She wanted to help people like her. Forgotten, dismissed, underestimated. Graduation day, Harvard Law. Amber walked across stage. Juris Doctor, cum laude, multiple job offers. District Attorney's Office, public defender, big law firms. She chose prosecution to fight for justice. 15 years after high school, Amber was 30 years old, assistant district attorney, successful, respected. She handled major cases, corruption, fraud, white-collar crime. Her reputation grew, sharp, relentless, fair. New case came in. School district investigation, embezzlement, millions of dollars, missing from budget, money meant for low-income students, technology, books, after-school programs, all stolen. Amber reviewed the file. Her hands shook. The accused, Principal Walter Walsh, her old principal, the man who called her, lost cause, waste of time, worthless, had stolen $3 million from students like her. The investigation showed Walsh had taken bribes from contractors, approved fake invoices, pocketed kickbacks for years, while telling teachers, "We don't have budget, can't help struggling students." He was stealing their resources. Amber became lead prosecutor. She prepared meticulously every document, every transaction, every witness. She interviewed former teachers, including Miss Davis. He told me, "Stop wasting resources on lost causes," while he stole millions. Trial day arrived. Walsh sat confidently. Expensive lawyers, designer suit, arrogant. He didn't recognize the prosecutor. At first, just saw young woman, professional, prepared. Opening statements. Amber stood, faced the jury. Principal Walsh stole $3 million from the poorest students. Students, he called. Lost causes. Walsh looked up. Something familiar about her voice. "I know this," Amber continued, "because I was one of those students. Amber Johnson, homeless, struggling. He told my teacher I was worthless, a waste of resources." Walsh's face went white. He remembered. While he told teachers to give up on students, he was stealing their lunch money, their textbooks, their futures. The courtroom, completely silent. Walsh couldn't speak. The girl he dismissed was prosecuting him for stealing from girls like her. For 2 weeks, Amber presented evidence, bank records, email trails, witness testimony, contractors who paid bribes, teachers who were denied resources for students, while Walsh bought luxury cars, vacation homes, with stolen money. Miss Davis testified, "I asked for books for struggling students. He said no budget. Meanwhile, he drove a Mercedes, wore Rolex watches, took European vacations, while my students went hungry." Jury members, visibly angry. Walsh's defense tried to discredit. "She has a grudge. He disciplined her. This is personal." Amber stayed calm. "This isn't personal. This is about justice for every student he stole from, including the one I used to be." Closing arguments. Amber addressed the jury. Principal Walsh made tough choices, he said. But they weren't tough. They were selfish. He chose himself over children, over education, over integrity. Jury deliberated. 6 hours. Verdict: guilty. All counts. Embezzlement, fraud, corruption, theft, bribery. Walsh collapsed in his chair. Sentencing: 20 years. Federal prison. $3 million. In restitution. All assets seized. House, cars, savings, pension, gone. Everything. After trial, Amber and Miss Davis embraced. "You did it," Miss Davis cried. "We did it," Amber corrected. "You believed in me when no one else did, not even me. You saved my life." Walsh in prison. First month. Anger, denial. This isn't fair. But slowly, Reality set in. He'd lost everything. Because of the girl he called worthless, who became more successful than he ever was. Prison program. Walsh taught GED classes to inmates, many like Amber, difficult backgrounds, troubled pasts. For the first time in his life, he actually helped the students he used to dismiss. Amber and Miss Davis started foundation, lost causes, nonprofit, supporting teachers who believe in struggling students, funding, supplies, tutoring, mentorship, everything Amber needed, now available for others. 5 years later, Foundation thriving, helped 500 students graduate, go to college, succeed. Amber became district attorney, youngest in state, still fighting for justice, for the forgotten. Walsh, 10 years into his sentence, wrote letter to Amber. She almost didn't read it, but curiosity made her open it. Dear Amber, I don't deserve your forgiveness. I was wrong about you, about so many students. I valued test scores over human beings, money over morals. I'm sorry. Teaching GED here opened my eyes. These men I would have dismissed are brilliant, capable, worthy, just needed someone to believe, like Miss Davis believed in you. Thank you for showing me what I was. Amber read it twice. She didn't respond, not yet, but she kept it, filed away. Maybe someday she'd forgive, but not forget, because forgiveness doesn't erase consequences. Years later, Amber visited her old school, now renovated. New principal, honest, caring, programs for struggling students, funded properly. No more corruption. Change had come. She spoke to current students. I sat where you sit, homeless, struggling, told I was worthless. But one teacher believed in me, Miss Davis. She's here today. Students applauded, both women, crying, smiling. Never let anyone, Amber told them, define your worth by your circumstances. Principal Walsh told my teacher I was a lost cause. He's in prison now, serving 20 years for stealing from students like you, like me. I'm district attorney now because one person saw my potential when others saw only my problems. The students listened, inspired, hopeful, some crying, seeing themselves in her story. After the speech, a young girl approached Amber, nervous. I'm homeless, she whispered, living in shelter, failing classes. Teachers gave up, except one. Amber's heart broke and soared. At the same time, she saw herself. 15 years ago. What's your teacher's name? The girl told her. Amber found that teacher. After, thanked her. Keep believing. She needs you, like I needed. Miss Davis gave the teacher her card. Call me if you need resources. For her, for any student, we have a foundation. For teachers like you. The teacher cried, thank you. No one supports us for helping the difficult ones. Now they do. Amber smiled. Years passed. That homeless girl graduated college, medical school, doctor now, works at free clinic, treating homeless patients. The cycle of believing, of lifting up, of proving wrong those who dismiss continues. Walsh, still in prison, teaching, learning, changing. Too late for his freedom, but not too late for his soul. His students there get GEDs. Some go to college programs, in prison, turned their lives around. The man who called others, lost causes, finally helping them find their way. Miss Davis, retired now, volunteers at Amber's Foundation, mentors new teachers. Never give up on any student. You never know who they'll become. Amber, district attorney, fighting corruption, protecting children, championing justice. Every case she tries, she remembers that 15-year-old homeless girl, teachers dismissed, principal mocked, who became the prosecutor who sent him to prison for stealing from girls like her. The story isn't about revenge. It's about the power of one person believing when everyone else gives up. It's about potential hidden in the most unlikely places. It's about never, ever calling anyone a lost cause, because today's lost cause might be tomorrow's. District attorney, judge, teacher, leader, change maker. All they need is one person to believe. Thank you for watching.